Want to see something cool? Eyes closed. I actually just did that eyes closed. I've never done that before. Welcome back to another video. Today, I don't have a topic, as always. You guys were supposed to leave topics in the comment section, but no one did. Except I did get the best comment I've ever received. It was from Alexander May. It wasn't really a topic. It was more like a video, an entire series idea. I could make this my entire channel. His comment was basically to review frozen foods, specifically pizzas. I don't unfortunately have any frozen pizza with me right now, but that sounds like it would be an incredible series. So just leave topics, series ideas in the comments below. Much appreciated. Today we're going to talk about Occam's razor, which, if you don't know, is the idea that the simple things are most likely and usually the correct answer, or the best way to go about things. Now, the way I was introduced to this was actually, I was kind of late, because I think most people learn about this middle school, maybe, probably high school at least, but I only learned about it when I was 18, when I went to college. And the way I was introduced to it was through astronomy class, and they were talking about all the different models hundreds of years ago, trying to figure out how the solar system works, because there was the geocentric and heliocentric, the two different ideas. Helio, of course, means sun, geo means earth. So the idea that everything rotated around the earth, or that everything rotated around the sun. And because a lot of people believed in God, and they thought that he created earth, and therefore earth was the most important thing, people believed that the earth was the center of the solar system and everything rotated around it. But then some other people were like, well, maybe actually the sun is the main thing and everything rotates around that. And those people usually got like stoned or something. I don't know. They weren't really supposed to say that. They had different mathematical models to try to figure out which one of these is correct. And they were able to they had both heliocentric and geocentric ways, mathematical ways to prove that both of them were correct. The only thing was the one for the geocentric one, meaning Earth at the center, was extremely complicated and made, like, you would have to kind of make some assumptions. Whereas with the heliocentric one, it was just kind of like, well, this just seems like it's a lot easier and more natural. And turns out that it's heliocentric, like the universe rotates. I bet this is really my weirdo professor who's emailed me about... No, it's actually not. I have this weirdo professor who's emailed me... He emailed me the first day of class 15 times, not me specifically, the entire class. He's kind of a weirdo. So anyway, Occam's razor. That was a long introduction to it, but the idea that the simple things are the best. Now, I really am starting to think that this is like the best way to go about things. One, because it just simplifies everything. That's the whole point of it. Because if you try to think about everything in too complicated of a scope, it just really confuses you, and it makes life not so easy, and makes it very complicated and difficult to figure things out. Because you always have these moving parts everywhere. It's just not... You need to simplify things to really understand it. I think Einstein said you should make things as simple as possible, but not any simpler. So basically, just figure out like the base that you can get to, and then that's the best way. That's the most efficient way. So with different approaches to YouTube videos, over time, well, okay, at the beginning of YouTube, I was just kind of like trying to figure out what to do. Didn't know how to record, didn't know how to do audio and stuff. So if I just created a YouTube video, that was a win for me. That was good enough for me. And that lasted probably about like a year and a half. And then I slowly started to realize, despite having watched YouTube since like 2009, I slowly started to realize that I should make my videos like better and more complicated and put more editing into it, because it makes a better content, it makes a better video overall, which is good, and you should try to always improve. But it got to the point with the YouTube videos, specifically with like Bronze to Glory, Hidden Gems, Upgrade FC a little bit, just my YouTube videos in general on FIFA, I would spend like 3 hours editing, and it was kind of annoying. Like the first hour, I'd say maybe 45 minutes, was just getting everything in a row, so it like made sense sequentially. But then the next like 2 hours, it was me trying to figure out what would make the video funnier, putting in random clips, making the music so it was like extremely accurate to what I wanted to convey in the video, which is good, but I really just didn't have the time. And if I look at like a balance of how much utility or how much you guys actually probably noticed or like really appreciated, not appreciated in that sense, but how much it really made a difference in making the video better as to how much time I spent, it was just kind of I wasn't getting any bang per buck from that. So I've started to go back to what I was doing at the beginning, except I'm getting better at the music, because I used to just loop the same song over and over again. It's really repetitive. I had terrible commentary, and I wouldn't really edit so you could see the entire build-up play and stuff like that. But I'm going back to this whole Occam's razor theme. It's just simplifying to get to the core parts of it. Like, what is the most important part? Why are you coming to the video? Why are you guys watching Upgrade FC videos? It's probably not because I just had a random Terrio, ooh kill it vine at like the 7-minute mark. It's probably because you're interested in the story and what's happening in the series. So with creation, like if you guys ever create anything, whether that's school, whether that's for a hobby like YouTube maybe, whether it's for work, always try to keep it simple. Like Michael Scott said, keep it simple, stupid. Not only does it make your life entirely easier, but it's usually actually, according to Occam's razor, the most efficient, the most effective way to do something. So don't try to overthink it. We get into a society where everyone wants to have like the most extravagant things. If you look at YouTube videos, top YouTube videos are always like really extravagant, explosions everywhere, and it's just, you don't really always need that. You can just have a simple video and it can still be a good thing. The most important thing about creating a YouTube video is telling a story through it. It doesn't matter how much time you put into it, it's just about creating the story. I actually could talk a little bit more, like I actually have other ways this video could branch out, but I don't want to steal other video topics. So yeah, I'm going to end it there. Just remember, keep it simple, stupid, like Michael Scott said. If you guys enjoyed this video, drop a like. I have to go write an essay now. I'm going to keep it simple. Hopefully that doesn't mean I'll fail. Drop your topics. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. As always, don't forget to spay your pets. Shoot.